Bro, that whole time without sound. That whole time without sound, I am so sorry. Oh my goodness. Frank, you weirdo. You just made us listen to 3 minutes of nothing. Oof! Oh no. My apologies. Good morning, Genesis. Good morning, Robert. Good morning, Cam MA. That is a laugh out loud situation. For sure. That's funny. Got this fly swatter. It's to kill the flies. Meow. Good morning. Good morning, James. Eve. No keys, Eve. Eve ain't got no keys today. No keys for Eve. Going to Sheol. Silence is the #1 hit. What's up, Dino? I had no idea. My apologies, Robert. My apologies, man. No. Sheol. Sheol. Alright, now we can get in the cursed rooms at the price of 1 heart. Nope. I took all of my shirts and I threw them in the trash. I threw them on the ground. If you're missing some Frank Caves lore, we're currently operating out of a sunroom. The sunroom studio, if you will. So, there is no central air, there's no heat, there is no air conditioning out here. Yet. I plan on working on that this weekend. This weekend I plan on getting that done. Then we'll have some air conditioning out here. Frank can go back to wearing a shirt again. Shirts are so yesterday. Yo, what up, DJ Z-Bot? Hope the whole 9 gigs is doing good, man. Need to make my way up there. Need to make my way up there and get a picture with you. You're famous. I want to get a picture with you, DJ Z-Bot. Ooh, oh, I knew it. I knew it. Been doing so good recently, dodging. I don't think so, man. I think you're more famous. Anyway, this ain't no pissing contest. I think you're pretty famous. Imagine, they gave us the D6, bro. They gave us the D6 and we passed. Finger! That's how you get it. They did give us the D6, bro. For what reason? What for? Thank you, mister. Thank you. We needed bombs on the last floor, though. Yeah, finger is good. I probably could have handled that situation a lot better. Come and get me, Plum. Dude, who's that supposed to be on your game, Eliminator? Who's that supposed to be on your game? Who'd you turn Baby Plum into in your game? Meaty Plum? Who's Meaty Plum? A plum of meat? That's right, we wanted to activate our dead bird. That's right. Yo, what up, Rick Bottom? You went to prom? That's awesome, bro. I never went to prom. I said, screw that noise. Nobody wanted to go with Frank. Poor guy. I don't blame him, actually. But I did go to the after party. It was cool. Band called Murdered by Death played. It's a pretty good band. Murdered by Death. I could tell you some more details, but then you'd know exactly which high school I went to, and I don't know if I want that, but... Let's just say they were making a documentary about the kids at my school. Not Murdered by Death, but... Hey, but you did it, right? And she said yes, right? So now you know you don't have to be nervous, right? That's a big dub, Ed. Big dub. For both of you. Thought Plum was too cute. That's the point. Plum is cute. What a weirdo. They changed the wrong part of the game. 69. Some guy. He wasn't even a student. It was just some guy. It's alright, man. Beaches are overrated unless they're private beaches. I learned that this weekend. Unless it's a private beach, there's no point in going. Wow, dude, that's cool. That's wholesome. AF. That's really cool, man. Sounds like your school's kind of decent. They do stuff like that. There is some faith restored in humanity. Thank you for sharing that. That's pretty cool, man. I like that. I bet his parents were so happy. So happy. No, I think I went to like a couple of dances when I was in like 7th or 8th grade, and it really wasn't my thing. And then by the time prom came around, it was just like, well, my junior year I didn't go. I might have been working instead. And then my senior year I didn't go, but I went to the after party because that's where all my friends were. And it's like, so I'd spent like a lot of my time in high school going to local shows around here. Like there's a church that had a lot of hardcore Christian bands play, and like there's a bunch of shows to go to around here. Like local bands and stuff, like kids in bands, touring bands that were smaller, like indie bands. And so I had already been immersed in that kind of culture, you know, and then to go to this after party where this like really good band was playing, like, but normies didn't know about. And like, it was at this venue that was like a normie venue. So I'd never been to this specific venue before because it was for other things. But like all these kids that came from prom, all these preps and jocks and all that, they're like, oh, this is cool. And they're all smoking cigarettes and trying to be cool. And it's like, you guys are posers. This is like their first time going to a show in town. And it's like, bro, we've been going to shows here since like 8th grade. What are you doing? Like, get with it. Yeah, bands are fun, man. Drummers are the hardest to find. You know it, DJ Z-Bot. You know it, bro. Back in your day. You know it. You know it all too well. Oh, man. Man, there was like this guy selling some antique like iron close to where you're at in a curling bar, and it was like $50, and we messaged him. This was a while back. We're like, hey, we'd like this stuff, and he never messaged us back, but I was planning on stopping in and seeing you when I went to pick up that iron. Maybe next time. You had a great drummer, you still go hiking with him. The best drummer I ever had, I can actually share the music. Well, I'll share the link here in a second. He worked with special needs. His day job was working with special needs. And he was cool, man. He was... He's the best drummer I've ever witnessed. You might have already listened to this before, Genesis. This isn't the first time I've shared it. But that dude's pretty sick. His favorite drummer was Travis Barker back in the day. And Travis Barker, clown or not, you know, Blink-182 or not, he's like one of the best. He was one of the best up-and-coming drummers at the time. And I haven't listened to him drum in a while. I think he had an injury or something, but... The last track in that link is probably the best. Something triumphant with the Holy Triumphant with the Devil or something. That track is awesome. I don't know what happened to my drummer though. Don't know what he's up to.
48 energy.
No, let him come over here and drop a bomb over here, bro. Dropped a bomb on me, baby. Wake up. Getting hit by the dumbest stuff. Running into enemies. Imagine. Eliminator's rolling in his grave right now. Well, I played with those guys. I'm not on that recording. I could share that at a later time. I could probably upload that. But I played with those guys. That drummer was my drummer in another band. I could also share that, but that's just the best way. That dude's has his own label kind of thing, and he helps put people's music out there. They've got a website, Artist Apothecary, and I have quite a bit of their stuff I've purchased. A lot of it's like an anti-cassette. I don't have this one, but there's an anti-cassette that has an ant farm inside of it. There's an anti-record that has nails sticking out of it. The record that is the saw blade and all that. That's from them. I have this really cool glow-in-the-dark shirt, and I'm gonna cuss here. I'm gonna swear. But their motto has kind of been, we exist because fuck you. So it's a white glow-in-the-dark shirt, and it says on the front in big text, we exist because fuck you. But the guitar player for that group there, he was pretty cool. He's pretty cool about stuff. I had this empty speaker cabinet, and he filled it. He filled it with 2 crate GFX 212s, and then 2 Sound City speakers from like '79. for $100. So it's like 4 12-inch speakers, and I already had the all I did was provide the cabinet, and he put the speakers in for $100 or 200. I think I paid him 200. There's an extra 100 because there was something else with it. Yo, thanks for the 12 likes. Jeez. Yeah, I'd like to have like a stream where I open or I go through a lot of my record collection, because I think I've got a pretty good record collection, if you'd ask me. Just like really obscure, not obscure bands, but like obscure type media. Like I said, the Saw Blade record. There's another record that has nails sticking out of it. So like, it's the type of stuff that if you played it on your record player, it would destroy your record player. And that's the point. Like, that's the point. Way forward thinking, if you ask me. Yeah, I got a few cassettes. My bass player actually has a band that's had stuff released through there. Dude, and this is the best bass player I've ever known, too. He's like... I don't know if you guys are familiar with the band Rancid. What's that dude's name? The bass player from Rancid's pretty hardcore. Of course, Les Claypool. Fieldy. He's inspired by all those guys. He's so good, man. And then he started playing guitar and was like, why do I play guitar? You're much better at it than me. So then he started a band playing guitar. But it's pretty good too. Cassettes are where it's at. You can't rip off a cassette. Yeah, I'll have to gather up all my stuff and do a live stream showing off all that stuff, and then all the other like mainstream vinyl that I think is cool. Unholy Triumphant with the devil, that's what it was. Unholy Triumphant. Oh man, we were talking about Hella the other day. Have you ever listened to Lightning Bolt? Did you ever hear of Lightning Bolt? There's another two-piece. It was just a bass player and a drummer, and they preferred to play in like small closet, like living room type areas, like at parties and stuff. Oh heck yeah, music video? Drop it in chat if you find it. Oh, you've seen them several times, so you know then. We were talking about Hella the other day, and I was like, man, I wonder if he's heard of Lightning Bolt. That's cool, man. I never got to see him. Oh man, I bet that was awesome to see them, bro. So loud. You'd have to be a really cool guy to make music like that, man. There's this other band, I don't know if you've heard of them, called Orth Realm. That's about the closest I've come to see like Hella or Lightning Bolt. Orth Realm. This dude was crazy on the guitar, man. Saw him in Chicago actually when I got this tattoo here on my right shoulder. A buddy and I went to Chicago for a college day, and we went to this concert afterwards. We went and got a tattoo. We went to the college, and then we went and got the same tattoo together. His was better. He got the OG at the tattoo shop. He got the dude that ran the shop, and I got like the apprentice. So his turned out better than mine. But then we went to that concert afterwards. It was a pretty cool time. I miss that guy. He moved away, started a life. Don't worry, bro. We're not gonna L. We're gonna fight Hush and everything. I know. And then like I think a few years ago, like I got notified of Death Grips being somewhere nearby, and it was like, oh man, I haven't been to a show in so long. I'd feel so out of place going to a show nowadays. Like I remember going to shows when I was younger, and there'd be like older guys there, like with Gray, and I'd be like, man, what are these guys doing here? Why are they here? They're old. Like going to shows where people, like, you could drink if you were of age, and everyone's walking around with drinks in their hand, and I couldn't walk around. I couldn't drink because I wasn't old enough. Which I'm very thankful for. Man, that would have... Ugh, I don't even want to think about drinking at one of those shows, man. I prefer to enjoy the show over the drink.
Amnesia.
Yeah, it's funny. My bass player I was talking about, he's the one who showed me Hella. And he doesn't really get down on hip-hop, so he didn't really like Death Grips. He didn't get down with the whole Death Grips. Get him. Get him, bird. Wow, that was OP. Dude, his back muscles, I watch that video from time to time. His back muscles are insane. It's like muscle on top of muscle on top of muscle. Like a physical anomaly. From drumming. Like, I wonder what Neil Peart's back looked like, man. Because, like, I'm sure Neil Peart and Tommy Lee, like, a lot of these, like, I don't know, even Travis Barker, he was thin, but I'm sure his back muscles are, like, crazy. I had a buddy, like, he played drums, but he played guitar too. He liked to play a lot of Jack Johnson for the ladies and like do that kind of stuff. He's pretty cool. But he would play snare, like he played in marching band, and he played with Stomp. He actually toured with Stomp, which is really cool. If you know what Stomp is, it's like playing on trash cans and stuff. But his forearms were insane from playing a snare drum. Our neighbor's a drummer. I always tell him that he's not playing loud enough. He keeps soundproofing his room that his band practices in, and it's like, bro, turn it up, I can't hear it. Wake up on a Saturday and they're out there jamming out and like, dang old kids playing their rock and roll music. It ain't like that, bro. I love it. I love it. My sister used to have a crush on him when we were younger. Like when we were kids. It was like her first crush. Kind of cool. Kind of weird that we moved next door, but well, not me and my sister, but you know what I mean. Why are we getting coins? We're full. The drummer for Def Leppard has one arm. Yeah. And he designed some crazy foot stuff so he could drum. That dude, he's on a whole nother level, man. I saw a meme about that the other day, about the drummer for Def Leppard. It wasn't making him look bad either. It was making him look better than the drummer he was compared to. Boom! Yeah, it's difficult, man. It's difficult. I can keep a beat, but that's about it. If I need to record like a drum beat for a track or something, I could do that, but good drummers are hard to find, man. And everybody wants to be a guitar player. They want to get the chicks with the guitar, man. If I would have known better, I would have gotten a drum set. Screw them chicks, man. You don't need them chicks. I wish I would have learned piano, because then like other things would be natural, more natural. Once you learn piano, I think you're set. I think you learn piano and it trains your ear for music. You can do anything after you play piano, especially reading sheet music. We do. We want to get a drum set. I mean, there's already one next door. I mean, why not? You know, like the neighbors can't care that much. We're also thinking about getting an electric one too, like a full-size electric drum kit. Yo, what up, Brian? You got lucky finding great drummers. That's awesome, bro. Bass players are also hard to find good ones. Oh, right on, man. Calvin was your singer? That's cool. And then the game tester. That's awesome.
Are you the wizard?
Yikes. Taking that L, boy. No way. Gene and Dean Ween? You jammed with Gene and Dean Ween, bro? Ain't no way. Bro, that's awesome, man. Diener. He's cool, man. I like how he wrote each album, and like he would like try to get inspired by different types of music for each album they wrote. Dude, that's cool, man. I didn't start listening to Ween until I was in my mid-20s. I knew about them, but I never really got into them. I fell in love, bro. I fell in love with Ween. They're so good.
Friends till the end.
Yeah, Gene seems like he'd be that way. Dean seems more like the down-to-earth one. Gene seems like his crazy gets in the way and he like needs to be by himself. Because he's a little cuckoo, Cocoa Puffs. I mean that in the nicest way possible, of course, but I mean, if you listen to it, you kind of tell that he's a little special. I remember the first time I ever saw Ween was on a VHS tape where it had a collection of music videos, and it was a music video for Push the Little Daisies. And I was like, what in the world is this? This is crazy. Like this VHS tape from the 90s. I can't remember what it was promoting. Diener. They're in the movie It's Pat? Oh, they are! Dude, I haven't seen that in so long. And then I found out, like, I was never into SpongeBob, but then I found out that they used one of the songs from the Mollusk for SpongeBob for like the theme of the movie. I don't think so. I disagree with that shot. The shot. Ocean man, take me by the hand. We got hit too much. Not our worst damage penalty, but pretty bad. Hey, it said we got third, but we actually got second. GG, Jason. GG. TP's covered wagons in Yellowstone. Hey, bro. That's still pretty cool, man. Like real life Oregon Trail. There used to be a giant TP around here where like it, but it's gone now. Yeah, it was an L. Sorry. So I have this book here. It's called Das Energy. We are on the verge of the new age, a whole new world. Mankind's consciousness, our mutual awareness is going to make a quantum leap. Everything will change. You will never be the same. All this will happen just as soon as you're ready. That's what the back says. I can read the first one. The only sin is self-hatred. It is the act of negation. Its opposite is faith. There's no such thing as evil. The concept of evil is a crutch. We will not heal until we toss away the crutch. To heal is to become healthier. To become healthier is to enjoy a freer flow of energy. It is the flow of energy that gets us high. To perceive something as evil is to imagine that object, that person, is not a part of me. He's something else. To perceive evil is to attempt to deny that we are all one. We have a myth that relates to this, the myth of God and Satan, the fallen angel Lucifer, cast out of heaven for disobeying God. God who is good, Lucifer who is not good, not God, evil. But who is God trying to kid? God is all. There is nothing that is not God. Lucifer is God. There is no distance. One cannot fall from grace. One can pretend, perhaps, that brother over yonder is not me. He is something else. He is everything of myself that I cast out of myself. One can pretend. But not for long. There is no way to cast out any part of oneself. Systems of energy contain no garbage. There is no such thing as garbage. Dear God, the jig is up. Stop chasing your tail. Embrace yourself. Lucifer returns to heaven. Let there be dancing in the streets. The only sin is self-hatred. We call it sin, but its true name is delusion. We have got to get ourselves back to the garden. Easily done. We are in the garden. Let us open our eyes. No, it's this book called Das Energy. It was given to me by a good friend I used to work with. And some of these are really good. But I thought maybe, maybe we could read this every day. Maybe we could read one every day. Because, to be honest, I like reading to you guys. I read those Isaac notes and stuff that we would get with the unboxing of Isaac. So I just thought, it'd be cool to read those once a day. If you don't like it, you don't have to stick around, If you want to hear it, or just take it for what it is. I mean, I'm just reading from a book. It's nothing I necessarily fully believe in or anything. It's just a book a buddy of mine gave me, and some of it's really cool, to get you thinking about stuff. And if it helps somebody, it helps somebody. That's it. That's cool, Brian. That's cool, man. It's cool to be open like that, It's cool to be open to new thoughts and ideas. Whether you believe in them or invest in them, it's still cool to be open and hear it. I hope you guys have a really good day. It's a beautiful Tuesday. Be good to yourself. Be good to everyone around you. We'll see you tomorrow. I'll try to have music tomorrow in the intro. Thanks for the GG Ancient Oracle. Oh, it's Wednesday. It's a beautiful Wednesday. Sorry, Memorial Day's got me all screwed up. Have a beautiful Wednesday, people. I'm leaving. Can't say that we might be back later because we won't be, and then Eliminator will get mad. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm
Leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again.
leaving.